and his sophomore team at UNLV made it to the Final Four. That team had 23 100-point basketball games. 23.
And I'll tell you something interesting about that team. Now, they played mostly 8 players. So if you're a Vegas guy, a hard 8 is what they called it, the hard way 8 team.
Oh, nice. Fun things about watching and following college basketball is to see the evolution of a player in his career. Jacob Cruz started his career at UT Martin, transfers to Mizzou. Last year came off the bench and was a weapon there. This year, much more of a factor. And you see what he's done here in the last 4 games. 18 threes, 51% from downtown. Some of the best efficiency numbers of any three-point shooter in the country. And you think about how this team relied heavily on Caleb Grill and his shooting last year, a little side-by-side last year to this year, and what Cruz might do to help supplant the loss of Caleb Grill, who had a terrific campaign last season in a Missouri uniform. He's now playing in the G League for Chicago. And of course, when you think of
dynamic duo, Mitchell's been consistent this whole season. Everybody's looking for Anthony Robinson to do the things he's doing this afternoon. If you get those two going, I had put Missouri in the top 4 or 5 teams in this league to start the year because I thought they have 2 all-league players.
Right. And he was shooting 42% from downtown, 13 points when he was in the lineup. You see the difference that he made. I know you're very high on that young man.
I actually think, Mike, and we'll keep an eye on it, I think he's got a chance watching Missouri because I live here. The ability to shoot over anybody. Look at that, 8 or 9 from the field, 3 or 4 beyond the three-point line. Just another solid afternoon.
And again, another case of a guy who, he was not highly recruited. He's out of Hilliard, Florida, small town that I thought I knew every city in the Sunshine State. I'd never heard of Hilliard. He starts off his career at North Florida, averages 2.6 points per game as a sophomore, then goes to Tennessee Martin, averages 19 points, lights it up, starts all 32 games. Missouri takes notice, gets him in the portal. Last year, just a guy off the bench, instant off. If Mark Mitchell does not get up in that situation, you see Bethune-Cookman just struggling, particularly from inside the three-point arc. The turnovers
again, it's more of, hey, I played in the NBA a long time. I had a lot of one-year deals.
Sure.
And so Jacoby Hetty goes to Central Michigan, has a great year, 15.6 rebounds, and then comes back with his brother, Quentin, younger brother, for December. So I think every coach and every squad, you look at the preseason poll, yeah, there's your favorites. But the ones so far playing well, now maybe it could have something to do with schedule.
Inside the Bethune-Cookman huddle there, Bethune-Cookman picked number 1. We mentioned Mo Williams and Jackson State. They took on Auburn earlier this season. Bethune-Cookman getting 12 of the first place votes, and of course led by Reggie Theus.
You go down there, Florida A&M, afraid to play. They'll get up and down, but they do play. Reggie Theus' teams normally play inside out, so that ball will touch the paint, and they get better looking shots when they do that.
Inside.
Taking an early shot, but didn't.
Remember, this is a Bethune-Cookman team that went on the road in the opener, took Auburn to overtime. They are battle-tested. One of the favorites, Anthony Robinson. Bethune-Cookman will start a couple of brothers, the Hetty brothers, Quentin and Jacoby. It's Jacoby, the leading scorer, number 0, averaging 15.5 points per contest. And he gets the ball here inside.
Didn't finish.
13.7 rebounds already for Mitchell, who's flirting with a double-double.
Just has a skill set that is very difficult for college players to defend.
Now, Mark Mitchell has made a living at the free throw line. It's one of the best environments for a non-conference game, as you see Reggie Theus now in his 5th year, 2-time NBA All-Star, 19,000 plus career points, and he played, Sonny, for one of the most exciting 4 of them so far. As you look at Dennis Gates, now in his 4th year as the Missouri head coach, had great success at Cleveland State, and the Horizon takes over. And right away in year number 1, NCAA tournament, 10 a game. That's 14th in the SEC.
One of the strengths of Missouri defensively is the 2 guys, T.O. Barrett and Ant Robinson, can really defend on ball.
Francis at 6:30, then On the women's side, the second-ranked Longhorns will battle Northwestern State. Thomas Houck, you want to talk about a guy who has gotten so much better every year, freshman to sophomore, sophomore to junior. He's playing at a whole other level, and NBA scouts are paying attention.
In the old days
at Missouri, I think it's one of the more underrated games that
it's a fabulous
people don't necessarily know outside of this region of the country, but it's outstanding.
And it's had over the years some of the greatest finishes and games. I did a triple overtime way back.
If somehow they win this game, and it looks to be in pretty good shape, and you knock off Illinois.
Charlie Ward's the new coach.
That is, yeah, there's some amazing names.
Yeah. We talked about Mo Williams at Jackson.
Yeah. Charlie Ward, the legendary Heisman Trophy winner / starting point guard for the Knicks back in the day.
Coached Ant Robinson High School.
That's right. Reggie Theus, 68 years of age, spent 13 years in the NBA, two-time NBA All-Star. And Anthony Robinson, both terrific, Sonny.
You know what? A good ball game for Missouri. Now changes. They play Illinois next Monday week, so they got the finals this week.
Basket, really hard to defend.
Mark Mitchell, about 18.5 points a game this year. And he gets to the free throw line.
As of late, he does a really good job of making the right play. When Theo Barrett has the ball, he doesn't do too much. He finds the open man. You know, he's keeping those turnovers relatively at a minimum. So that starts with him. For such a young player who played such limited minutes last year, Theo Barrett has really been able to come in and just show and exude so much confidence in the way that he takes care of the ball and finds the open man.
We've heard Coach Gates talk about wanting to see a similar progression from Theo Barrett in just 5 minutes, no turnovers like you mentioned, controlling the ball and proving to be a solid facilitator too.
Absolutely. You know, he's got 36
from stand back.
Really good effort here by both teams to keep at it. But again, like you said, Max, the athleticism of stand back. We haven't seen a ton of it this game, but man, he has shown some incredible ability.
He had 2 of the best dunks you'll see from any one individual in a same game on Sunday too. And it sounded like Tony Matlock was having a lot of fun with the staff and players calling that a Dr. J dunk. Standback had 2 emphatic dunks that were otherworldly last game, as Cruz just simply is on fire. He's got 9 points in less than 6 minutes on 3 triples.
Yeah, he's in his zone, and all 3 made triples have been pretty well defended. So the Hornets just got to really keep hip to hip on him and not even let him. And oftentimes it's hard to tell. It's an early challenge for sure, but clearly Coach Gates and that Missouri Tigers team is very confident in that one.
Theo Barrett in the game. He's at a season high in minutes in back-to-back outings, 23 versus the Irish.
With the give and goes, really good screens and rolls to the basket. Their offense just looks so much smoother. It's flowing much better than it has the last couple games.
That's a tough angle to catch a lob.
Lost it, but got it back, and Theo Barrett said, hey, I've got to continue with the fanciness here. Really good execution, transition play by the Tigers.
Coach Gates is very vocal from the side. Tyler Bird. Bird trying to go coast to coast. Good kick into the corner. Anderson hits the 3 as he hits the deck.
Hornets find a lot of success in transition, getting up and down the court like that. That was incredible court vision, able to wrap it around and get it to Anderson in the deep corner there.
What a beautiful find from Bird, who looked like he was about to try to shoot it up and over. With 6'11" and very lanky Luke Northweather made the length again, plucked out of the air by Bird. To add to this massive run.
Holy smokes. I think he got it off with a half a second. So Don Daly is saying count the basket.
It's a free timeout for Dennis Gates. He's getting his guys over there quickly.
And obviously good for the All-American. Yep, with there's still 1/10 of a second to spare. A little closer than I thought.
How good has he been in the last couple years?
Yeah.
He's a fabulous player. Great talent. 2 defenders for Alabama got mixed up. Did not talk right here. No communication. Mark Mitchell, the transfer from Duke. Powerful player in attacking the rim. He sees the mix-up and the mistake, takes advantage of it.
Sonny, he has been particularly locked in. Went for 14. They've had a double-digit lead since the opening minutes.
Well, we've seen them shoot the ball, but on a set play, watch a screen up top. Here he comes, Mark Mitchell. Pass right on the money. He finishes around the rim. Tigers still with a fantastic start. So they set an intentional foul by Sears, who basically was.
Yep.
And watch this. Grill just picks it off. and somewhat of a nonchalant way to do it. Made it kind of easy. Made no play on the basketball.
Watch Kimball right here, right side of the screen. If he's visible here, he makes that symbol the intentional foul, and so down 14 right now.
Well, might have been frustrated by the Sears call, right? Now, you're frustrated. There's the move, and it's going to warrant a technical, but he didn't want it to be worse than that.
Well, we got debris flying everywhere.
Amazing, though, that how long Missouri on the defensive end, Alabama can't find a look. Now, they're patient enough. Did he get this one off?
That is
I think he
really
did,
close.
But it's there was not an. Got it off.
Just barely.
But
that's a second again.
That was the best look, and that was at the buzzer. That's how good right now Missouri's playing on the defensive end. So Fidlon loses the ball, and it almost looks like shoulders up and everybody like relaxed of going okay. And now Bates simply loses it. Great play by Stevenson. And who else do you get it to but the All-American? Boom. With this ball here, it's almost like deflated Alabama, right? Bates gives it right back. Boom, boom. Back to 6. Missouri has done this season in this building. You take a look at the offensive rebound. When you get a rebound, you kick it out to shooters. Pierce hits it. They did this start against Kansas. They did this start in this building against Ole Miss. Off to quick starts. The crowd at the highest level. Another steal and another bucket. 13 for 19 from the field. And if you make those lazy passes, that's not a good pass. Here's what happens on the other end. Missouri comes in bunches. And because you have to
bake it up, looks like you might have got hit right in that left eye. So what happens here? Oh, on the ricochet right there, the elbow.
Again, Alabama's going to attack the rim, but they'd love to splash it out to their shooters. Take a look at what Missouri's doing. They're making him finish. Now, they want it big to get it his way to try to block that shot. But here's where Alabama always thrives. Offensive rebound. Best rebounding team in the country. They are relentless and all. I've never been a fan of this call, but again, I played in the old days. So, I mean, I kind of think that's a play on the ball.
Yeah, that's
because he's reaching it. Now, you still grab. You never want the ball to get to the rim. And partner, what a game it has been. No quit in this Alabama team. No quit in Mark Sears. Shot gets blocked. Thought he could get it up, and Anthony Robinson, again, elite defender.